Hello, Prealgebra students. This is lesson 28. Our lesson today is how do you write large numbers in scientific notation. Now we call it scientific notation because in science a lot of times we deal with either very, very large numbers like, I don't know, the number of miles between here and the moon, or very, very small numbers like how many inches long is an atom, right? So it's helpful to be able to write very large numbers and very small numbers in a special notation that will kind of shorten and simplify them so we don't have to write out, a number with 45 zeros after it or something. So before we do that, I guess let's just notice something. When you're multiplying by 10, if we say 324 times 10, notice we get 3,240. So notice it's the exact same thing except for it's added on a zero, right? It's moved the decimal place from here one place to the right. Same thing, 14 times 10, you end up with 140. 1,111 times 10 ends up with 10,111, whatever. So it just moves the decimal place one place to the right, adding on like a zero. Okay, so that means if I had 340, I could write that same thing as 34 times 10, right? Because as I multiply by 10, it just adds on that zero. So I could take off the zero and just multiply by 10. And 200 you could multiply as 20 times 10. Or if you wanted this 20, you could change it to 2 times 10, which would be 2 times 10 times 10. There's this other 10. Or what you could do is you could write 2 times 10 squared, because remember, this 10 times 10 is 10 squared. Okay? And there you go, you've just written your first large scientific notation. Let's go on and let's do a few more. So it just says write each number in standard form. That means this is in scientific notation, and now I just want to write it as a normal number. I would like to point out that each of these numbers right here is larger than 1 but smaller than 10. Okay, and that is proper form for being in scientific notation. So let's see if we can do this a little bit here. So I'm multiplying it by 6. Remember, 3 is the same thing as 3.0 if we want. So I'm going to need to move my decimal place 6 places to the right. So I have I'm moving it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Here's my decimal place. I'm just going to fill these in with zeros. So I'm going to have 0, 0, 0, comma, 0, 0, 0, 3. Okay. Same idea for this one. I'll move it over 7 places. So it's going to have 6 zeros after it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, whatever. So it's going to be 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 4, 5. Next one, I'm going to move it 3 places to the right. So it's going to be 1, 2, 3. So this written in standard form is going to be 1,407. And then with this one, we move it 6 places to the right. So I'm going to move it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4 zeros. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 0, 3. Okay. Now let's take these large numbers and write them in scientific notation. So right now, notice my decimal place is here. I'm going to move it over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 places. So this is going to be 4.56 times 10 to the how many places? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, to the 5th. And I guess just remember this number right here should be greater than or equal to 1 but less than or equal to 10. Okay, which 4.5 is bigger than 1 and is less than 10. Okay, let's try another one. My decimal place is right here, so move it over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's going to be times 10 to the 8th. it's going to be 1.23. Because again, that number is smaller than 10, bigger than 1. Another one here. 1, 2, 3, 4. So 6.78 times 10 to the 4th, because we moved over 4 places. And then 13 billion. Let's just rewrite that there. It's going to be a 13 billion is going to have 9 zeros after it. So 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So my decimal place is right here right now, so we move it over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It's going to be 1.3 times 10 to the 10th. Your homework or assignment is on page 183. You're doing the practice set, all of them from lesson 28, 27, and then 6 more of your choice. Good luck, guys.